Hey, this is Obelisk speaking, doing a One Piece chapter 982 review. So I'm here to talk about the points. And the first point I want to be talking about is Black Marie. So Black Marie appears to be not interested in fighting one of the top dudes, King or Queen or Jack, and she appears to be cuddling with Kaido. So is there something happening between them? Or is she someone else entirely? So I have a theory. I'm gonna just throw it out there quickly. I think Black Marie could be Kumurasaki, and she could be using a devil fruit. Because later on the chapter, you see her show like she's like, "Oh, poor boy, little boy, is beaten bloody." So she shows empathy towards Momonosuke, and she also gets like surprised when Orochi just tears him out of her hands. And she seems to be interested in getting Orochi drunk, so could be something there happening. I still like Black Marie. Black Marie, the character, is pretty nice. It would be a shame if she was just Kumurasaki in disguise, so I'd be ashamed. And the other point is Kaido is just like, he's chilling. He doesn't really care. But then we see Kanjuro. Kanjuro arrives, and this dude has accomplished what the entire fleet hasn't been able to do, like in record time. And he even states like he took down enemies. He killed people coming down here. And we see that Momonosuke's brave moment ended in failure. Like, this kid he's a disappointment, I'm not gonna lie. And he's like just laying there, and even Kaido. But Kaido seems to be, how would you say, angry at the fact that I guess he has a soft spot for children, maybe. Like, he doesn't like to see them get hurt or something, because he doesn't seem to be happy seeing Momonosuke like all beat up. And same thing with Black Marie. So is that something they have in common? Maybe Black Marie is Yamato's mother? Who knows? Only time will tell. And we see Orochi celebrating. And then we see that Orochi just, his celebration ends like, this dude's a coward. He's like completely horrified, like, oh no, the fleet's here, everyone's here. He wants reassurance, like he wants to be able to sleep at night. And we see him completely scared shitless. And you see, my opinion is, I just want him to die. He better not get a redemption arc or something like that. He has to die, period, at the end of the Wano, or I'd be massively disappointed. He has to perish, period. And we see how they're portraying like the Luffy, Kid, Zoro, and Killer. Like, it's pretty funny portrayal. And they're saying everything's under control because Queen is taking care of the situation, which Queen is not doing anything. He's just sending minions, and the fodder ain't gonna work against those guys. So I don't know. Then we also see that Momonosuke is gonna get a public execution. We'll see how that works out. No one dies on One Piece unless it's like absolutely necessary. Someone dies. And then we see that Nekomamushi is in contact with Inorashiki, the dog, and we see they're aware of one another. But I'm not sure if they're aware of Marco's there, because it doesn't hint in the text anything that Marco's there. Then we see something surprising about the currents. You can only go through the front entrance with boats, but since Law is using a submarine, he could bypass that. And then we see something interesting here. Previously in later chapters, like in our Reverie, Marco stated that he had a message for Luffy. And now it turns out this message is, I wouldn't say insignificant, but it doesn't present that much value. So the message is, I might be there late, just wait, or something like that, Marco. So that means Marco just finding out Luffy's going to war with Kaido, and Marco's like, well, I'm 100% aboard. That shows like Marco has like some high level respect for Luffy. And I guess he does, because, Whitebeard acknowledged him at his last dying moments, and Marco seems to be fully on board. I doubt he'll become like official crew, but he could divide and like become one of the commanders or something like that, a separate commander. But I don't think he'll become like official crew like Jinbe is. So, and we see someone here saying he made the right choice, or or in some other translation, on the official one she says, "I'm surprised you got involved," which really shows like the level of respect he has, not just for he's saying it's not just for Luffy, but Odin. But the problem is here with the letter, he has no clue as what's happening in Wano. So he's still gonna go regardless to back up Luffy, regardless of Odin or anybody else, which really shows the level of respect that Marco has for Luffy, which I think is pretty cool. Even though Luffy hardly remembered him, the pinata guy, so that was hilarious. So I guess he sees him like Ace or something. We'll see how that works out. But someone mysterious, and I don't think this is Okiko's brother, because why would Oda like hide him in the shadows? It's probably somebody else from Whitebeard Palace. Well, I'm hoping it's somebody else. Then we see Sasaki, and Sasaki, I'm a little disappointed in Sasaki. Sasaki just gets straight up low diff by Kyoshiro, and Kyoshiro is looking ripped. Like he has no back, he has no neck. It's just muscles. It's pretty incredible. And we see this Sasaki is just he has underlings looking for Yamato, and he doesn't really care anything else. So he is gunning for, and we see him with a sword. Initially, we didn't see him with a sword. So swordsmen, a lot of swordsmen in Wano. Swordsman, and he gets like chained up. So unclear how's this gonna work out. He's probably just bust free, or someone's gonna free him if they're Kairoseki. So we'll see how that works out. A low diff for Sasaki, and also kind of like you're at war, Kyoshiro. Just take this dude out, unless they have some sort of friendship. Because when they first, he's like, "I like your pompadour." So they seem to be on good relations. Maybe that's why he didn't kill him, on good speaking terms. Then we see Big Mom, and Big Mom, as usual, has resumed, just like Whole Cake, to running. So it's pretty much gonna be Whole Cake all over again. We see her use Chopper or Usopp fire the tank, and it's like no damage, and she just wants Straw Hat. We see Nami, and like there's nothing they can do, and then we see. So is this Prometheus, the son, find out Nami, and he's like, oh, he wants his revenge now, which is, I wonder how that's gonna pan out. Sanji show up probably, maybe, who knows. Then we see the final part of the chapter, and the most interesting part of the chapter, I would say. And we see that Ulti is, oh my god, she's adorable. She's really grown on me. Ulti is just an amazing character. We don't know yet what her double fruit is, but her personality is pretty nice. And we see she's really like brotherly towards, in a mean way, I guess. And her attitude is kind of like Luffy's in a way. And we see this setup. I don't understand what Oda's going with this, but it's kind of a shame if Ulti's gonna be taken out so soon. And he's like doing so much character, like he's showing her so much, which is pretty interesting to me. We see her just fall on Luffy's, pretty much on his knee. She falls on her knees. She's on her knees and showing her, her curves. And she utters like, "Who the hell are you?" And Luffy is like, "No, who are you?" So pretty much they had the same thing in mind, like, "Who the hell are you?" Like they had the same thought process, which is interesting to me. I'm pondering, is she a D and like in secret, like Law was, like a hidden D, OTD, something else, I guess. Well, I really like this. I hope they just have a scuffle and Ulti just goes, because we already know that Luffy has one lover, and that's Boa Hancock, pretty much. We don't need another one falling in love with him. Bull Hancock is enough. Although Ulti is probably more on his age, I would assume. But I still prefer Bull Hancock. Anyway, that's it. That's my thoughts and opinions on this. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.